All right, we just finished our Home Depot trip here to get the items for the Kuat Piston Pro bike rack to turn it into a versatile piece of equipment. I had to pick up a nice fan for the garage, but we couldn't fit the bike box in. I've already got a spare tire back there, so we do have the spacers and the angle iron here. That's good, safely secure. It's not going to scratch the car. And we got all the nuts and bolts. I got a car rental for the Jeep, of course, as you probably know. So what we had to do is I got the air conditioner was on, like there was a dog in my car. So when I came back, it was nice and cool in here. That was nice. Man, it was a big job to get all that stuff, man. $275 worth. But we got the fan. The fan is $150, so that's why it was so expensive. But man, we've got everything we need to. But like I was telling you, I got a double pulley from Harbor Freight. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it on the Jeep so that you can lower the spare. The spare is quite heavy. It's very close to 100 pounds, probably 80, 90 pounds of bulk weight. And let's say you just went dirt biking and you had a nice little tumble spill. So you're not 100%. You know, you certainly don't even want to try to lift that thing off, even if you're not 100%. So, wow, you know, it's very heavy, very bulky, and you could definitely throw your back out if you try to do it. So the best thing to do is to get a double pulley system. It'll cut the weight of the item in half when you go to lift it. You'll lower the initial spare down, and then you'll raise up the one that has the hole in it. You know, it's very viable. It's very possible. You know, I'm going to have it set up on the Jeep. You know, under normal conditions, when I'm using the Jeep, I would have it tucked away in the rear compartment near the jack and stuff like that. But I'm going to set it up because these people, you know, whoever rents the Jeep, I'm sure they won't know how to do that. So, but you're going to have it all set up in case they have to change the tire, which is unlikely. But you got to do it. So, and it's even good for me. Say one day, like I said, I take a spill, you know, my shoulder's out. Now I get back to the Jeep and there's a flat. There's a big piece of metal sticking out the side of the tire because I ran it over. But I didn't notice it when I went on the bike ride. Anyways, you have to be able to change that tire easily. So you have to be able to lower the tire down. And we also picked up a nice giant fan for the garage. I mean, it'll move a bunch of air quickly. I'll also use it upstairs. You know, I use it in the spring and in the fall, you know, to move cool air into the house, into my room from outside. This thing will move a bunch of air quickly. It'll cool down the room very quickly. So just making sure the camera's on. Yeah, so I went to Harbor Freight, went to the bank, went to Home Depot, got all the gear. Took me longer than I thought. You know what I'm saying? I had to find nylon nuts. You want to use nylon nuts for all of your secure, for all your bolts that you use. Which is about, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. And then you're going to move the license. Oh, I forgot the 2 L brackets. You know, I went through that fucking list. Just how many fucking times did I go through it? I might have a couple L brackets at home. You know, small 2-inch by 2-inch L brackets. Because you have, when you put all that gear on, the cops won't be able to see your license plate on the car, so you have to move it out to the back end of the rack. So you get a couple of L brackets and you bolt those L brackets down, and then you tie the plate to it. So, and you'll put it right underneath the tail light on the Kuat Piston Pro bike rack. That way the tail light will somewhat, the red light will somewhat light up the license plate too. So, yeah, man, it's, you know, every time I go there, I thought I nailed it this time, but I'm sure there's other things. Like I said, I can live with the 2 L brackets. That's something that I'll do near the end of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was like, to set this thing, this Kuat Piston Pro bike rack to carry the 2 bikes, to carry the 2 generators, to carry 2 fuel cells. I don't know when I'm going to use that. I don't foresee a trip in the near future. I mean, the next trip is with the Can-Am Maverick and the Jeep and the trailer. The next trip after that is probably the car with the motorcycle, with the dirt bike, and my BMW S1000RR and my mountain bike on it. So, but ultimately, I will have this Kuat bike rack for a very long time. And ultimately, you know, think maybe 20 years down the line from now, there won't be a dirt bike. There won't be, the only thing I'll be doing is probably electric mountain biking. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to get the thing set up. And I'll always have an electric car, by the way.